Thank you for watching, liking, commenting, sharing, and subscribing right now.
I can stop smiling now, can I? I just paused the washer in the other room. I know that's not very exciting, but we do things here at home. I don't think we vlogged that, though, did we? Should we vlog that? We're going to have some wet clothes or whatever's in there. Is it clothes or Wicket? Oh, yeah, washing the dogs in the dryer and washer. Yeah, I'm washing the dogs in the dryer. It's a little odd. Hey, everybody, welcome to the Locker Gnome Daily Report, as you can see in the title. I don't know if you guys caught kidney stones. That was a little random. No more random than sticking dogs in a washer. We did an edit of the Locker Gnome Daily Report yesterday to see what you guys thought. Took the full live show and distilled it down to about 5 minutes. And I don't know if that's something we're going to be doing in the foreseeable future. But it seems that many of you appreciated the effort that we put forth with that. We do this live YouTube show every day. But after it goes live, very few people watch it. So we think, well, we can keep the live show there, that if anybody wanted to watch it after it was done, we could do that. But or keep the video there and people would be happy. But then have a separate, shorter video of just the highlights. So take a look at that video if you haven't already, or stay tuned for the highlight video of this video when that's done. Welcome to the Locker Gnome Daily Report, TLDR for short. And let's go ahead and welcome JR89, Yamazaru Ninja, Bentar Carl, Conyers, DFTBA, Airwolf, and the whole crew that's out there on YouTube watching this video live, including Pranavixmb, Manfrin185, Tech Maldian, Gamer80, Dead Metal 98, Cameron D. Ryan, Zach VA, and Mahuz Uff. Actually, it's Megahertz UHF. But I kind of slurred my words there. What was up with that? I think it was that delicious salad I'm still kind of reeling from. She made this gigantic salad. It was awesome. You know a salad's going to be awesome when it's bigger than your head. I couldn't even eat it all. It was so good. And then even after I said it was full, didn't I keep eating? My stomach's got a leak in it. More news than I think you wanted to hear. Let me go ahead and tell people that I'm streaming live on YouTube. Going to share that status update on Facebook. Going to do the same thing on Twitter. And then, of course, I'm going to like this live video as you can. You just press the little thumbs up button. Then you get a little G plus button, which is the Google Plus button. Then you plus it, and it gets posted over on Google Plus. And everything's happy hunky-dory. Because then other people will know that you're watching this. And I'm assuming you're not just opening up a webpage. You're actually listening and wanting to engage with this broadcast. That's what makes it better than so many other videos out there. This one's live, or at least it was live. I want to make mention of the fact that we are sponsored by GoToAssist. Head over to gotoassist.com, click on the Try It Free button, and use the promo code Pirillo. It is pretty simple to do. And if you're not already aware of GoToAssist by Citrix, it's essentially a way for you to manage remote servers, desktops, computers from one location. You can control hundreds or thousands. And then plus there's the GoToAssist monitoring, giving you customizable dashboards that'll display performance across all of those computers. So it's kind of a geek's dream come true. Check it out. GoToAssist.com, promo code Pirillo. On the slate today, and in case you didn't know, the video's description after this has gone live will have timestamps for the individual clips. Right now, as it's live, though, you can see that we've got an article on why having both hardware and software backups is important. Barclays Pingit mobile banking in the UK only. See, some of you guys are like, oh, you're always US. Well, I guess not with that one. Who has HAL 9000? Milk bags versus cartons. Work at the same time in Word. And then, of course, a couple other links, including the most recent vlog and the backlink of the day from 2chicks2bikes.com. We appreciate all the links back to Locker Gnome when you guys can provide them. Thank you. Really appreciate that. Hang on. I'm not bored. Just a little tired. I was kind of restless with sleep last night. It took me a while to get back to get to sleep, and then when I woke up, it took me a while to get back to sleep. Hopefully, I am not boring you. I hope you're not yawning. If you are, wake up. It's time to move forward. with the Locker Gnome Daily Report. Why having both hardware and software backups is important. It's easy to back up software. There's a lot of software available to help you back up software, and sometimes even hardware in conjunction with software to help you back up your software and your data. But, I keep spare components on hand, like hardware. Got some extra hard drives just lying around. I've got some extra disk drives. I don't really call a hard drive a disk drive. I mean, like removable drives. Not just removable drives, but removable media drive. We used to call them floppy drives, right? But then no one used floppies anymore. CD drives, DVD drives, whatever. I've got extras on hand. I've got extra monitors. I've got extra components so that if I get caught with a problem, I don't have to wait for a store to open before I can get a replacement. Or I don't have to order it online to get a replacement. I've got something on hand for any component that might fail. I'm not saying that you should go out and get duplicates of every one component that you have on hand, but it's certainly something to consider. You've got to keep in mind that you can't have too much of a good thing. And if you like what you have right now, expect that it may not work at some point in the future. So you can get a duplicate and have it on hand so that if it does fail, you've got a replacement. Or you gotta just remember that what's going to be most convenient for you when something goes wrong. And so having backups of software, it's a good thing. Having backups of hardware, even better. Diana's a huge fan of that too. She's a big fan of having a lot of options on hand. How much we've got toilet paper to last us from here until 2054, was it? It's insane. We have a toilet paper room in the house. Pretty close, isn't it? We should. Mm-hmm. Not a good idea. But thank goodness for those bulk stores, right? You can get 84 rolls of toilet paper for like 15 cents. And it feels like it too. Backup. Y'all have toilet paper backup, I'd assume. I'd hope. You wouldn't just... I hope you're not like a one roll type of person. Like, nah, I only need one roll. I'm like, what happens when you run out? Same principle applies with hardware and software. So there's a new option for mobile banking, and it's in UK only. It's called Pingit. It's available for the iPhone, also available for Android and BlackBerry users. And when you open it, you're asked if you have the following two items: a UK mobile phone number and a UK bank account. So you can use this app to transfer money back and forth. But unlike PayPal, because you're thinking, well, what about PayPal? No, unlike PayPal, the penny verifier that happens, to verify your account, it seems to happen within a minute of you sending it the request by way of the application. This is free, at least for the time being. Barclays Pingit. Although there may be a fee at some point in the future. There's a £300 daily limit on Pingit, according to the author John McKinley, also known as this damn Scotsman. You can send money by way of an online banking app on your smartphone. It's kind of about as simple as it could get. The other day, it was kind of in the vlog. We didn't get real footage of it, but we went to buy tacos, and he took the card and he swiped it on a square. He had a square reader. Hang on, I got a square reader over here. This is a square. I could take credit cards. We can take credit cards. I'll take your credit card right now. You got it? Can you give it to me over YouTube? It's convenient, right? And it's very mobile, and it's about as secure can get as far as those mobile options are concerned, and very convenient. I mean, you got to give up a little to get a little. But honestly, I think options like Square or potentially like Pingit, as I'm like throwing pieces of gadgetry around, certainly they're under a heavy deal of scrutiny. But I think just having those options, making your life more convenient, is it's better than going without. Really, not to say that you should use it if you believe that something's not very secure. Then again, how secure is it when you hand your credit card over to a complete stranger? They walk away, they swipe it, and they come back. Not very secure. Not this. This would be far more secure because you're watching them do this and they can't do it. It's Square. Especially if you hand it, well, actually, you couldn't hand them your Square. Because imagine if they had their own Square and they did it and they charged your credit card and it turned out it was their personal Square instead of the business's Square. A little, yeah, it's actually an interesting scheme of potentially like a Law and Order episode.
You could probably get away with it if you tell them.
Well, you could get away with it temporarily.
Right, you couldn't do it
permanently, yeah, because someone would watch.
A manager that they didn't like their food, and the manager could comp it all, and then you.
Ah, indeed. Boy, we're kind of we're conniving here. Didn't realize we were like Bonnie and Clyde today. Thought some good crimes. Anyway, just to let you know, for those of you in the UK, Barclays Pingit is an option, and for those of you in the US, Square is kind of cool. You can get your own. Doesn't cost you anything, and especially if you're a merchant provider, or I'm sorry, if you are a merchant needing to take credit cards on the fly, Square is a great option. And I can say now that I've used Square. At least my credit card was swiped on Square. Seamless. It's kind of fun. But the video didn't turn out. I apologize for that. Who has HAL 9000? You guys remember the computer from 2001? You remember the big computer? There's always the hope that one day we'll have a computer like HAL that will be able to do things for you. We're not there. We're not even close. And I know some people, have talked about the Siri application on the iPhone being close to it. Probably the closest thing we have, but AI is still a ways away, at least as far as the way we might use it. Computers today just aren't intelligent. I mean, they do what we tell them to do, whether it's by software or potentially the software interpreting what our voice says or what our keyboard commands would suggest we want to do. A computer like HAL would be pretty much a human. Yes, able to reason. Of course, as noted also in the story on Locker Gnome, also it would have the ability to betray you. Here's a good question. If you had the option to have a HAL, would you have it? Honey, would you want a HAL in the house?
Yes.
Do you know what a HAL is? No.
No.
But you'd still want one in the house.
Mm-hmm.
It's my kind of answer. Thank you. We're getting there. We are absolutely getting there. What if they helped a mind of their own and took us over? It can happen. The Cylons, indeed. I thought for a while I was a Cylon. Turns out, no, I was just delusional. We've got another one on the list here. Milk bags versus cartons. I didn't realize this was a big deal. I personally cannot stand milk. I like milk-like products like almond milk, coconut milk. Those are my two favorites.
I like rice milk.
Diana likes rice milk, but she's Mexican, so it's, she's supposed to. It's like, I think it's, aren't you really? You're supposed to like it.
Don't Asians and Filipinos like rice too?
I don't know. Well, I imagine they do, but I don't think as much as Mexicans. This is the racist day here on the Daily Report. No, actually, I love rice milk as well. In fact, I think you used almond milk today in the smoothie, and it tasted like chocolate when you combined it with spinach. I kid you not, guys. It tasted like chocolates. So apparently, there are pros and cons of using cartons versus bags. I had no idea. Did you realize, though? This is all I'm going to say about milk, and then I'm going to move on. Humans are the only mammals who drink milk past infancy. It's one of the reasons I'm just not a big milk fan. I've never really enjoyed milk, but milk-like products, because you can't really say almond milk is milk. It's a milk substitute, as what we define as milk. But I just one day it was a baby at the bottle. I just spit it out, and that was it. That was the last time I really had milk. Chocolate milk I like. But that's not really milk, right? I mean, it is, but it's also milk with like a massive amount of flavoring. I can do milk in cereal. I can do milk in stuff, just not straight, like most people would drink it.
And do I have to drain my cereal?
Yeah, you have to drain your cereal.
But not with rice milk.
Oh, not with rice milk? You rice milk to the last drop? How do you milk rice? Does anybody...
You milking the
I'm trying to milk the rice. I'm just... So apparently there's a controversy brewing, and this is like one of the most popular articles on LockerGnome.com today. Milk bags versus cartons. Feel free to weigh in. We've also got an article outlining how to work at the same time in Microsoft Word. So if you are working in collaboration with another person, this may be a set of instructions that would come in handy for you. Again, the links are in the video's description. So I really enjoy the time that I spend with you and want to answer your questions. Now, this is what I would want to do. So I like goat cheese. Answering that question there in relation to the whole milk thing that we were talking about. Someone just asked me a question about Raspberry Pi, but we answered that yesterday. You got to look at the other video, guy. It's okay. Don't worry. The video's still on YouTube. Can you spare a square? I do not have a square to spare. There's a Seinfeld reference that Inbalanced by Design pulled up. Ice Cream Sandwich versus iOS 5.1. I've yet to see Ice Cream Sandwich. Most Android users that I know don't have it. Their devices don't support it yet. Well, obviously you can't carry one, Wicket. He's got to... Every time I bring up Android, you bark. Wicket! Come here. Give him a couple minutes. Come here! Color commentary. Yeah, I haven't seen Ice Cream Sandwich. Can't make a judgment call. 5.1, it's okay. I mean, iOS 5.1. I don't mind. You can't really say one is better than the other because they both have the same features and functionality. Maybe not exactly the same, but relatively speaking, they help you get the job done. I think it all boils down to a personal preference. How do you get your coupons? Asks Mason54X. This is probably because they see us on the blog getting things. We say we always get things at a discount. We just keep our eye out for options. Newspapers, mailers, websites, social media, apps. Apps can help you save money. In fact, I ended up buying one of those group deal things. 50% off an Ethiopian dinner. We've got that coming up too. We're going to have Ethiopian food in the vlog at some point. It'll be kind of fun, I think. You've never had Ethiopian, have you? It's tasty. It's very good. You don't think that their food would be good, but it is. It's amazing. Have you been to Canada? Asked TechCM. I have, and I've enjoyed it. I've only been to Vancouver. Well, no, I've been to more than just Vancouver. If I lived in Canada, and even though I haven't been all over Canada, I would not mind living in Vancouver. It's a pretty neat city. What does Locker Gnome mean? I seem to answer this question every week, but it's just an old high school nickname. Is Wicket still on Lassie websites, Chris? Asks Stephen Hawker. That's what I think he was barking at a few minutes ago, despite me talking about Android. He gets up in paws. So some people say up in arms. He's up in paws because he's a dog. What web design software would you recommend? Asks Unbox Guy HD. Go.tagjag.com/artiststeer. Be my favorite design software that I've used, at least in the past. And I haven't done much web design in God knows how long. Let's see here. What else do we have? Not really too many other questions that I'm seeing from the live YouTube comment thread. A couple of deeper... people they can't let go of the milk thing. It's kind of spooky. If you could shred anything, what would you shred? There's a question asked on lockergnome.net. Well, I already shredded my Windows Millennium Edition disk, so that's all I wanted to shred, and I did it. It wasn't that difficult. Let's see if we got any other questions. Not as of yet. Are you seeing any questions float by? Coolest shoes you've owned? That's a question. All shoes are the same to me. I hate to tell you. I mean, I know they're different, but they're kind of the same. Did you want to show off your shoes? Mm-hmm. You can show off your shoes. The ones that you got yesterday. We got it. We should show them in the vlog too.
I think we did, but
I don't think the footage didn't make it into the vlog. We're still on food stuff. This is just great. So while Diana goes and gets her shoes, it's a little odd. Facebook is now public, although it closed not as high as I think many people expect it to close on the market. $38, barely broke it. So here's Diana's shoes.
They're my favorite.
Well, all your new shoes are your favorites.
No, these are my favorite.
Because they add like 84 inches.
I like the color because it's very 70s chic.
Very chic.
And they're very comfortable.
And apparently I would not wear them. Oh, 38.37. I apologize for missing the 37 cents.
For what?
You got it at 40.09. Ooh, I didn't buy the stock.
They showed a picture of Mark on TMZ.
Oh, did they?
And they said,
Was he sad? Dislike?
No, they said this is what he came out of his house or something.
Uh-huh.
This is what $20 billion smile looks like. Because he was smiling.
That's too funny. I don't even have a $27 smile. It's more like cents. Thank you, honey. I appreciate that. I appreciate your support. Any other items here in the headline? Oh, Microsoft's buy a PC, get a free Xbox 360 deal returns for students on May 20th. Have fun with that one. You guys want a free Xbox 360? Buy a PC. Apple no longer censoring the word jailbreak in the U.S. iTunes store. I'm still not a jailbreaker. I have yet to jailbreak anything. If you want to jailbreak your own device, honestly, hey, go for it. I think you bought the hardware. It is and should be your right to do with that device whatever you want to do with that device. Let's see here. Anything else? I'm scanning. Here we go. PayPal handles 60% of web transactions, leaves Google in the dust. Does anybody use Google to make payments? Anybody? I've used it twice, and that's only in conjunction with like Google's products. I use PayPal for pretty much anything, unless it's by way of a credit card, and I use American Express so I can rack up the points. Seeing if we got any other headlines, any other questions we want to cover. Nothing offhand. Nothing that I see. Have a few people asking the same questions over and over again. But Zero Gravity asks, how long have you had your glasses? These glasses since 2005. I've worn glasses ever since I can remember, since I was a kid. Actually, today's vlog, the next one that'll be uploaded, is showing me going to the eye doctor, although not all the footage was covered, like, where they had the whole big thing on my face. There was something that I posted. You guys are going to love this. I posted this to my Instagram account, and it was kind of neat. They basically took a scan of my retina. You could go in, pay $30, and do the same thing at a local eye clinic, assuming they have the latest technology. Check this out. This is the back of my eye. They took a picture. That is not a galaxy. That is my eye. I shared it on Instagram, and 81 of you liked it. Thank you. I almost have, look at that. I almost have 10,000 followers on Instagram now. I'm just at Chris Pirillo if you care to follow me, and thank you. Appreciate that kind of support. Always posting fun stuff there, including, my Lego stuff that I get, pictures of Diana and myself, fun stuff on Instagram. And then there's one other thing I wanted to show you, and that is taking a while to load. That's what that is. That is Pirillo Vlog 025, uploaded less than a day ago, about a little over 12 hours ago. And look at this. Look at this, guys. Look at this. 903 likes, and we haven't even, it's insane. That is, to me, is just awesome. Here, hang on. Let me do it again. Let me just zoom in on this. There we go. This is all I wanted. 903 likes. 903 likes on the latest Pirillo Vlog 025. You can do that on television. That was a send up of the old show. You can't do that on television, which Diana never saw. I did, though. I thought it was funny. I don't think anybody else caught that reference. Maybe it was just me. But it's nice to see that we're getting about 1,000 likes for our vlogs. or at least the ones that we've done for the past few days. Hopefully that trend will continue. We like seeing those things. We like seeing those likes. We like when you like the vlogs. So you can feel free to go back to the other 25 vlogs if you didn't like them. We appreciate you doing that. It's a nice gesture. It just tells me that more than anything, if we continue to do videos on YouTube, and I have every reason to believe that we will, I think the videos that we're going to upload from moving forward are probably going to be the Pirillo vlogs. I mean, maybe, once or twice having other items uploaded to the YouTube channel, but the vlogs just seem to have a massive amount of engagement. And you got to compare that to a couple other things, guys. The vlogs get about, we're getting about 1,000 likes. The thing you got to keep in mind is that the tech videos that we do don't do as well. So, for example, the TLDR highlights from yesterday, posted even earlier, scored remember, it was posted earlier, it scored a fraction of the likes and even a fraction of the views. So that tells me that the technology talk isn't as interesting to the YouTube audience, or at least the audience that's following us right now. I think we'd still do it somehow, somewhere. I just don't know where those videos would necessarily go. I just don't know if they would be, uploaded to YouTube or somewhere beyond that. I'm still not sure about that. Talking about the content of the day. So thank you for asking questions. Thank you for hanging out. I know I definitely enjoy the tech talk, but it just seems that the audience isn't receptive. I'm looking at the numbers, guys. I'm watching the numbers. The numbers just don't lie. Like, we can sit there and say, yeah, it'd be awesome, but the numbers just don't lie. So I got to go with the numbers, yo. And I'm happy to do that because you seem to be very happy in supporting our endeavors. And believe me, if it weren't for you, we would not be doing the things that we do. So thank you for the likes, the support, the shares, the tweets, the retweets, the plus ones, the embeds, the whatever you do to get the word out about what it is that we are doing for you every day. I don't think less receptive is unreceptive. It's all great. Yes, that's true, but it is also not true. If we spend the same amount of time doing this as we do this, and this gets more traction, that tells me we need to spend more time doing this.
But these people are usually the same people.
These people are the same people?
So these are like a small group, but a loyal group.
Yes, a small and loyal group. That's what I'm saying. We should do something. I just don't know what it is. I don't know what it's going to be. So it will likely continue to happen. It just may happen in a different way. I don't know if the live stuff is going to happen in the same way. We may just shoot it live and then just distill down the most interesting parts to that 5-minute segment and upload that every day. Because I don't know any other way to do it and make everybody happy. I think instead of doing it YouTube live, the Google Plus Hangouts live, it crosses over to the YouTube account. But there's a different kind of velocity around it. I just wish there was an easier way or a better way of doing it. The problem with doing live is that not everybody can attend live. So thank you. Again, I know I've said that 13 million times. If you want to join us, you can. We've got a chat room. We've got podcasts streaming through it. And I've teased it in about every one of the YouTube videos that I've uploaded from the beginning of time, or at least the time that I was on YouTube. But before I tell you, that you can go about your merry way, do we have a YouTubey and Nomi of the day?
Yes. The YouTubey is Sandy Egyptian.
Sandy Egyptian. Congratulations. And do we have a Nomi of the day?
The Nomi of the day is Eric.
Eric.
He's my buddy.
Your buddy?
Mm-hmm.
When did that happen? Is there something I need to know here? What's going on?
I don't want to embarrass him, so
Okay.
I don't want to say why we're buddies.
Fair enough. Again, we're very grateful that Go to Assist by Citrix is sponsoring us, because we all know that working in IT can be unpredictable, challenging. And if you don't work in IT, you probably know someone who works in IT. They could use a tool like this. There are people who could use your help or their help right away. They're pulling you several directions at once, right? Go to Assist is one of those tools that once you try it, it's difficult to imagine your life without it as someone who manages computers. Go to gotoassist.com. Click on the Try It Free button, use the promo code Pirillo. Or you can just use the link that's in the video's description. So back on to Tech Discussions. We have them streaming 24 hours a day, 7 days a week at live.pirillo.com. We'll see you later.